Here's a shocking reality check. The average American loses over $7,000 every single year due to preventable money management mistakes. $7,000. That's a dream vacation, a new car down payment, or serious progress on your debt. And here's the kicker: I used to make every single one of these mistakes myself. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 10 money management mistakes that cost me tens of thousands of dollars, and more importantly, I'm showing you exactly how to avoid them. Stick around because mistake number 7 literally changed my entire financial life. What's up, Finance Flash family? If you're new here, welcome to the channel where we cut through the noise and give you straight talking, practical financial advice that actually works for real people. Look, nobody wakes up and decides to sabotage their financial future. But the truth is, most of us are bleeding money without even realizing it. These aren't dramatic mistakes like gambling away your life savings. These are subtle, everyday habits that quietly drain thousands from your bank account year after year. I learned these lessons the hard way through trial, error, and way too many overdraft fees, but you don't have to. In the next few minutes, I'm breaking down 10 critical money management mistakes and giving you the exact strategies to fix them. So grab a notebook, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive in. Before we jump into the specific mistakes, let's talk about why this matters so much. According to recent studies, nearly 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's not because people aren't working hard enough, it's because we're not taught proper money management. Nobody hands you a manual when you get your first paycheck that says, "Here's how not to screw this up." The result? We fall into these common traps. First, we don't have a clear picture of where our money actually goes. Money comes in, money goes out, and somehow we're always broke at the end of the month wondering what happened. Second, we underestimate the power of small expenses. A $10 subscription here, a $20 impulse buy there. It doesn't seem like much, but these tiny leaks can sink your financial ship. Third, we operate without a real plan. We have vague goals like save more or spend less, but without specific strategies, we're just hoping for the best. And here's the brutal truth. These mistakes compound over time. That $50 a month you're wasting? Over 30 years with compound interest, that's over $58,000 gone. Not lost in a dramatic catastrophe, just quietly evaporated through poor habits. The good news? Every single one of these mistakes is fixable. And once you fix them, that money stays in your pocket where it belongs. So let's get into it. All right. Here are the 10 money management mistakes that are costing you big. Mistake number 1, not tracking your spending. This is the foundation that everything else builds on. I used to think I knew where my money went. I was wrong. When I finally tracked every dollar for 1 month, I was shocked. $200 on eating out. $1.80 on subscriptions I forgot I had. You can't manage what you don't measure. Solution: use a budgeting app like Mint or YNAB, or simply track manually in a spreadsheet for 30 days. The awareness alone will change your behavior. Mistake number 2, paying only minimum payments on credit cards. If you're carrying a $5,000 balance at 20% APR and only making minimum payments, you'll pay over $7,000 in interest and take 17 years to pay it off. 17 years. Instead, pay as much as you can above the minimum, focusing on high-interest debt first. Even an extra $50 a month makes a massive difference. Mistake number 3, no emergency fund. One unexpected car repair or medical bill, and suddenly you're reaching for the credit card, starting a cycle of debt. I learned this the hard way when my transmission died and I had nothing saved. Start with just $500, then build to 1 month of expenses, then 3 to 6 months. This buffer is financial peace of mind. Mistake number 4, lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, awesome. But then you immediately upgrade your apartment, lease a nicer car, and start eating out more. Your income went up, but so did your expenses, and you're no better off. When your income increases, increase your savings rate first, lifestyle second. Mistake number 5, ignoring employer 401k match. If your employer matches your 401k contributions and you're not taking advantage, you're literally leaving free money on the table. A typical match is 50% of your contribution up to 6% of your salary. On a $50,000 salary, that's $1,500 of free money every year. Over a career, that's potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars lost. Mistake number 6. Buying new cars. A new car loses 20 to 30% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. I used to think new cars were a status symbol. Now I realize they're a wealth destroyer. Buy a reliable used car that's 2 to 3 years old. You get essentially the same car for 30 to 40% less money. Mistake number 7. Not automating your finances. This one changed everything for me. When I relied on willpower to save and invest, I failed. When I automated transfers to savings and investment accounts on payday, suddenly I was building wealth without thinking about it. Automation removes willpower from the equation. Set it once, and your financial discipline becomes automatic. Mistake number 8. Carrying unnecessary insurance. Extended warranties, phone insurance when your phone is already paid off, duplicate coverage, these add up. Review your insurance annually and cut what you don't actually need. That could be $500 plus back in your pocket every year. Mistake number 9. Not negotiating your bills. Most people just accept the bills they receive. But cable, internet, phone, even insurance, most of these are negotiable. One 15-minute phone call can save you $50 to $100 a month. That's up to $1,200 a year for less than an hour of effort. Mistake number 10. Trying to keep up with others. The Joneses are broke, they just don't want you to know it. Buying things you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you don't like is a guaranteed path to financial stress. Focus on your goals, your values, your definition of success. Now, here's the critical insight that ties all of this together, the moment that really clicked for me and can be your turning point too. All 10 of these mistakes share one common thread. They're about spending today at the expense of tomorrow. But here's what nobody tells you about fixing these mistakes. It's not about deprivation. It's about intentionality. Let me share a personal story. 3 years ago, I was making decent money, but had nothing to show for it. I was stressed about money constantly. I tracked my spending and discovered I was spending $400 a month on things that didn't actually make me happier. Subscriptions I didn't use, impulse purchases that gathered dust, eating out because I was too lazy to meal prep. I made one decision: I would be intentional with every dollar, not cheap intentional. There's a huge difference. I cut the $400 in wasteful spending and redirected it. $200 to my emergency fund. $100 to paying off my car loan early. $100 to my Roth IRA. Within 6 months, I had $1,200 in my emergency fund. Within 18 months, my car was paid off 3 years early, freeing up $350 more per month. Within 3 years, that original $100 monthly investment had grown to over $4,000, and I was contributing even more. But here's the real transformation. The stress disappeared. I stopped living paycheck to paycheck. I stopped lying awake at night worrying about money. I started making decisions based on what I wanted from my life, not what I could afford this month. That's what avoiding these 10 mistakes really gives you. It's not just about the dollars and cents. It's about freedom. Freedom to make choices, freedom from stress, freedom to build the life you actually want. And here's the beautiful part. You don't have to fix all 10 at once. Start with one. Pick the mistake that resonates most with you, implement the solution, and watch what happens. Then move to the next one. Small changes compound into life-changing results. The person you'll be 5 years from now is determined by the financial habits you build starting today. So the question is, are you going to keep making these expensive mistakes, or are you ready to take control? All right, let's recap the 10 money management mistakes costing you big. Not tracking spending, paying only minimums on credit cards, having no emergency fund, lifestyle inflation, ignoring your 401k match, buying new cars, not automating finances, carrying unnecessary insurance, not negotiating bills and trying to keep up with others. Fix these and you're not just saving money, you're building wealth, reducing stress, and creating financial freedom. Remember, small leaks sink big ships. Plug these leaks and you'll be amazed at how quickly your financial situation transforms. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 mistakes have you made? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this valuable, smash that like button and subscribe to Finance Flash for more no-nonsense financial advice every week. Want to keep learning? Check out this video where I break down exactly how to build your first emergency fund, even if you're living paycheck to paycheck. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay smart with your money.